Hello and welcome to this week's video. My name is Jonathan and I'm a member of the script writing team at Gemiini. In today's video, I'll be talking about the language skills and milestones that tell us when a student is ready to move on to a new level of the language pyramid. Getting started with Gemiini is simple. Taking the assessment places your student in the appropriate level of the Gemiini Language Pyramid, and a set of videos targeting specific skills are automatically assigned to their account. Knowing when to move on can be less clear. In this video, I'll describe the skills students should have before moving on from each level. But first, let's take a brief look at the language pyramid. The language pyramid is divided into 9 levels, each targeting a different area of language development. Before moving up in the language pyramid, students should be proficient in the objectives of their current level. Each level builds on skills developed in the levels preceding it, and deficiencies in lower levels can make continued growth in higher levels more challenging. It's also important to give students new challenges as soon as a set of skills has been mastered. Staying in the same level long after your student has acquired the objective set of skills can lead to boredom and stagnation. Remember, students do not need to complete every assignment before they move on to a new level. Every student is unique. Some students will complete every assignment from their level and watch dozens of custom videos before they're ready to move on, and other students will be ready to go to the next level after they complete just a few assignments. When your student has mastered the skills targeted by their level, click the orange button in the progress display on the assignments page that says Ready for the next step, let's reassess, right here. These are the skills to look for to know when it's time to move on from each level of the language pyramid. Level 1. Reassess or move on when you notice your student consistently imitating 5 to 10 actions. When prompted to imitate an action, the student should successfully attempt an imitation more than half the time. It doesn't matter which actions your student is imitating, or whether the imitating occurs while you're watching Gemiini or during interactions outside of Gemiini viewing time. Precise imitation is also not a requirement. If you clap your hands 5 times and your student only claps twice, this counts as a successful imitation. The attempt at imitation is the goal. Remember, students working at level 1 are not required to speak. Level 2. Reassess or move on when your student can vocalize a combined total of 50 animal sounds and labels. In Level 2, students extend imitation skills to respond to what questions with nonverbal actions, for example, pinching fingers like a crab in response to the question, what does a crab do? They also learn vocal responses, such as roaring like a lion or trumpeting like an elephant. Students who can say a combined total of 50 animal sounds and word labels are ready to move on to Level 3. Level 3. Reassess or move on when your student has a working vocabulary of at least 100 basic word labels. In Level 3, students expand their libraries of expressive and receptive word labels. Use the testing feature available for assignments in Level 3 to keep track of your students' receptive and expressive language growth. Students who can speak and understand at least 100 nouns are ready for Level 4. Level 4. Reassess or move on when your student is able to use 10 or more action word labels. Level 4 targets early verbs and models how they are used to describe actions and events. The assignments in Level 4 pair action words and pronoun usage together, and students in this level begin to develop an understanding of when to use different pronouns. Students who can use 10 or more action word labels correctly are ready for Level 5. Level 5. Reassess or move on when your student can use 3 to 5 carrier phrases appropriately outside of Gemiini viewing time. In this level, students learn carrier phrases that make it easier to put words together into sentences. These include requesting phrases, phrases for expressing feelings or observations, and phrases for describing events. Your student is ready for Level 6 when you notice them using 3 to 5 carrier phrases in everyday interactions with peers and adults. Level 6. Reassess or move on when your student can use 20 or more action words, and at least 50% of the time uses the correct tense. These videos teach new action word labels and model how verbs are used to describe past actions and predict future events. As students progress through Level 6, they learn that different forms of each word are used to describe when an action occurred. Students who can use at least 20 verbs and use the correct tense at least half the time are ready to move on to Level 7. Level 7. Reassess or move on when your student can use 50 or more adjectives or adverbs like big, small, quickly, or slowly, and understands at least 10 different comparisons like bigger, slower, or taller. Level 7 helps students achieve a greater breadth of self-expression by teaching relative comparisons, adjectives, and adverbs. Level 8. Reassess or move on when your student can speak in complete, proper sentences and regularly uses descriptive words. This level models conversations with WH questions to encourage more sophisticated interpersonal communication. Students who have mastered complete proper sentences and who frequently incorporate descriptive words into their expressions are ready to move on to Level 9. Level 9. Contact our product specialists when you feel your student has mastered all of the levels of the language pyramid. The language pyramid is just the tip of the iceberg, and our team will help you plan the next stage of your Gemini journey. Always remember, you are the expert on your child. Gemini therapy is endlessly customizable, and everyone takes a slightly different course. Taking the assessment does not remove access to assignments from other levels of the language pyramid. At no point are students required to stop watching videos from levels they have mastered or blocked from viewing assignments beyond their current level. No matter where your student is in the language pyramid, videos from every level can be assigned individually from the language pyramid section of the Quick Start Videos library. From the assignments page, click Quick Start Videos, and then Language Pyramid Videos to explore the language pyramid and incorporate assignments from other levels into therapy. Many members return to videos from early levels when students need a refresher on a skill or when they want to use a familiar preferred video as reinforcement for watching non-preferred assignments. If you choose to assign videos manually, do not use these as replacements for the videos that were assigned by the assessment. Students should watch an assignment from their level 42 times each week in addition to other videos you assign. If a student has problems with an assignment, try watching a different assignment from the same level. Assignments do not need to be watched in order, and experimentation is encouraged. If you have questions about these guidelines, if you're not sure how to measure mastery of these skills, or if you have any other questions about using Gemini, schedule a free call with one of our product specialists. If you're having technical trouble or need help getting started, check out the articles in our knowledge base by following the link in the description of this video. If you're looking for clips that don't seem to exist on the site, send a content request to us at videos@gemini.org. That's all I have today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.